Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Demo days 4 and 5 combined. Thank you for joining me. You may have noticed that I was not live yesterday with a demo. It was totally spur of the moment, me not going live. I had every intention of doing that. Even though I did tell y'all I didn't know what time it would be, I did plan on going live, but Virgil and I had company yesterday. My stepdaughter, his youngest daughter, was here. And y'all, we were just having a good time around the house. And I decided that I was just going to be in that and have fun and not go live. So here we are. We're going to do days 4 and 5. No, I'm not going to squeeze in an extra day to make up for it. We have, today is Friday. We still have 2 more demo days, so I still have a lot more to show y'all. But let's go ahead and get into today's demo. The theme of today's demo day is representation matters. I don't even have to explain what I'm talking about, but when it comes to specifically teachers and consultants and those of us who work with black and brown populations, the majority, we know it can be very hard to find images that represent the population that we cater to or the population that we serve, I should say, whether that be in learning materials, whether that be in stock photos for our social media. It is simply hard. But now with AI text to imaging, we can create those images that we want to see. We can create those images that our clients and our students can see themselves in. So let's get started. Now, for today's text to image demonstration, I'll be showing you how to generate images using a very simple prompt on Padlets. I can't draw AI text to image feature. And then I'll also be going inside of Chat GPT and using DALL-E. DALL-E is its own platform, but it is also embedded into Chat GPT, and that is where I prefer to use it. All right, let's go. I'm going to start on Padlet because this is where I start the teachers and consultants that I work with. There is a very low learning curve to using this platform. So it just gives us a good base for generating those AI images. It also demonstrates very well something that I want y'all to notice. So this Padlet I've created a long time ago, and I use this as an icebreaker whenever I lead an AI session with educators and consultants. And I wanted to start on this one because it already has so many generated images. All of the images you see here were generated from essentially the same sample prompt that you see on the screen. We'll go through it in a moment, with each person then filling in the blanks with what they wanted to see. So y'all can see there are several characters, and then they're doing something scientific. We'll scroll back up to the top and we will take a look at that prompt. There are some basic pieces of information that your text to image prompts should include. Just know that similar to the AI chatbots, the more detail you give, the better output you're going to get. But we are going to start here super, super basic. And if you want to get into more advanced AI text to image generation, you are going to have to join me in one of my workshops, either the Be Your Own Resource workshop or the AI for Educators and Consultants workshop. All right, here is our prompt. You'll see in blue everything that should be kept the same, and bolded and in brackets is what you can change to customize the prompt. Draw your favorite character, person, anything with, and then you got to fill in an object. Obviously, I put in piece of lab equipment because I primarily teach this to science teachers. All right. So your favorite character with an object doing. So you've got to describe the activity that they are engaged in. At, insert the location. Where are they doing this? With, setup, scene, or color in the background. So we want to give the foreground and the background of the picture by filling in the blanks in this prompt. Let's try it here on Padlet and see what we get. Now, amongst the many, many, many amazing features of Padlet, they have their text to image, which can be found by starting a new Padlet post. For those of you who have never used this platform before, you just gonna have to get with me for some deeper learning. But when you want to post to a Padlet, you'll just simply go to the circle in the lower right hand corner that has a plus sign. Once you hover over it, it turns into a pencil, which means you can edit, you can write, you can add a post. We click there. And then we'll see some of the features. We have an upload. We can attach a link. We can use the camera to take pictures and post directly to Padlet. We can do an image search, or we can go to one of the additional functions. And then once we open that up, we are going to see all those other functions that we're not going to talk about today. But the one that we are interested in is the I can't draw feature, which is their text to image generator. Now, we want to use our prompt. We are going to tell it, and you'll see here it says, what do you want to draw? Draw a science teacher with, I'm not going to just say with, I'm going to say holding an apple in one hand, writing on the board with the other hand. Let's see. Where are they? In a science lab classroom with students in the background. Now, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how she's going to be writing on the board with students in the background, too. Let's see. What I really want to illustrate to y'all is that the order of your words, the how descriptive you are, all of that matters. Well, it comes out okay. I also want to illustrate to y'all the amount of bias that exists in AI. If you take a look, you are naturally going to get non minority, non of color, non African American um, images. Usually you get mostly male, mostly white male. And then if they give you a female, it's going to be white female. So if you want to be very specific, and today's topic is representation matters, you're going to have to tell what the ethnicity should be of your person. So now I'm going to say African American female science teacher. And let's try this again. But as y'all can see in the first set of options, it didn't even think to give me an African American female. But now I have some great options. I love that it gives you 4 options, but you can only pick one for your post. Now, Padlet was piloting the ability to save the images to a collection and then choosing one to actually post to the pad. But as I hover over these images, I see that that option is no longer there. If any of you are Padlet users, and you saw that when they were piloting that feature, I would love to get your feedback in the comments. Are you still able to do it on your account? Or maybe it's something with mine that I'm not able to do it, but I do have the full upgraded version of Padlet. I have the highest level that you can get of it. So I do think that they were just trying that out. Of these four, I think I'm going to take the bottom left here, even though I specified science teacher, she doesn't look very sciencey, but it looks like the students have on lab coats. So sometimes they will take the word and apply it to something else later in the prompt. You just have to practice and do this over and over again to start to improve your outputs and then to get better at what order you should put the words in. But I am going to choose this one. Let me see. Oh, okay. So this is not a Padlet feature, y'all. This is just a general Windows feature. If you right click, you can save the images. I am going to do that because I do like the rest of these. And I have other stuff that I'm going to be working on coming up. I can never have enough images that look like these. All right, so now I'll pick this one. And I will post, and depending on how you set up the Padlet, it will automatically go to the end or automatically come to the beginning. Let's look at some of these others that have been generated by teachers who took my workshop within the last couple of weeks. Somebody did Drake sitting in front of a telescope. Someone did Taylor Swift at a microscope. Someone else did another Taylor Swift. We have Hello Kitty. I forgot the name of this superhero. We have Mickey Mouse. I'll approve Mickey Mouse. We have, looks like Bruce Wayne, but I'm not sure. We have a Minion, Lisa Simpson. Y'all get it? There's Mona. So you can literally generate whatever it is you want to see to pique the interest of your students. My theme today is representation matters, but you also have to think about, especially if you're teaching younger students, then you want to do what's popular, what they're into, what they're interested in, so that you can further engage them in whatever this image, whatever lesson this image is being used to support. And then for those of you who are generating images for your landing pages, your websites, your presentations, think about your target audience and that you want them to connect with those marketing materials. If you're not able to find the images that you want, you need to get on one of these AI text to image platforms and generate those images yourself. Okay, we're done with Padlet. We're going to hop over to ChatGPT. I do want y'all to notice that I am using ChatGPT 4. Yes, this is the paid version because the paid version gives you access to other features like custom GPTs and also DALL-E, which is OpenAI. OpenAI is the company that created and produces ChatGPT. DALL-E is their text to image platform. It is a standalone platform, so you can go straight to DALL-E and you can log in, but I don't care to add another platform to my roster of platforms. I like using it right here in ChatGPT. Now, before I generate anything, I want to show y'all some things that I already generated in here. All the images that you've seen posted to social media getting you ready for demo days were generated here in Dolly in Chat GPT. Some of them I used and some of them I didn't. I didn't prefer. Let's look at some other images that I generated. Sometimes I just get on here and play around. I don't have any real use for the images, but it's just to practice my prompting. Okay, these are some images that I generated after going to a school and working with the teachers. After I read their survey, got their feedback, they had some great testimonials, but I realized I did not have pictures of all of them throughout the day. So I reached out to the principal and said, "Can you send this out to your teachers and have them respond to me if I have their permission to generate an AI image based on their physical features and have them include what they feel like their physical features are?" They said yes. So I generated these images that are now on the social media graphics with their testimonials. They're very realistic looking. They look great. All right, so let's do some new ones. I am going to start a new chat here. I'm in Chat GPT-4. I'm going to click on Dolly and it takes me to the Dolly generator. And I'm going to use my same prompt from before. Draw. Well, over here, I don't say draw. I usually say generate an image of an African American science teacher holding an Erlenmeyer flask in one hand, standing at, so I'm going to change it up just a little bit, a lab bench with students seated at lab benches in the background. Now, Dolly always gives, in my opinion, more sophisticated images than Padlet, but I do love the output on both. You can do text to image generation in Canva, but I don't feel like Canva's text to image generator is all that great. Dolly is integrated inside of Canva, but when I use the exact same prompt in Dolly over here on ChatGPT versus the Dolly in Canva, I do not get the same quality of images. I prefer Dolly in ChatGPT. All right, so it gave me what I was looking for, and now I could get into this prompt and be more specific. Again, we're going to save that for another day. This is just to demo. But if you don't like these images, you can say, don't really like these. Please try again. And I'm going to give these images a thumb down because by giving it the thumbs down, you're letting Dolly know that this was not a great output, and they're going to process that feedback and helping generate future images. So this time it gave me male options. Y'all, there's really nothing wrong with the female teacher, nothing at all. But this time it gave me two male options and they're fine. Now, going back to the point about Doll E being biased, if y'all look at the students in the background, there's only one African American student there. There are none in the images on the bottom. So AI is definitely going to default to your non black, non minority, non brown non ethnic unless you tell it otherwise. Y'all, we don't have anything against any other ethnicities, but when we are talking about representation, we have to be very specific about what we're looking for because it's just not going to be freely given. Okay, we have to think about who are the majority of individuals who program these AIs. We have to think about that, and it's not primarily minorities, which speaks to the point of needing to get more diverse individuals into the STEM fields. But that is another live for another day. Okay, y'all. I hope this makes up for the fact that I did not go live yesterday. We have two more demo days remaining. When the replay email comes out tonight, you're going to have the replay from day 3 as well as this one. Tomorrow, I cannot guarantee what time I'm going to be live. I think I've said this several times, but I just have to keep reiterating that to y'all. Tomorrow, especially, is going to be a super, super, super busy day. But because someone texted me and wanted to know what time I was going to be live, it did give me the push to get on here a little bit earlier. So thank you to that person. You know who you are. I love that you were looking forward to learning with me and you gave me the motivation to just get on up and do it now versus whatever I was already doing. I'll go back to doing that when I get off of here. Thank you all for joining me. I will get a post out in the morning about tomorrow's demo days. Otherwise, I'll see you then. Take care.